Okay, I'm saying, like, tell me something about yourself. Like, since you're looking for UPSC, you just tell me something about yourself. Like, what have you done in your graduation? Have you completed your graduation or not?
So my name is Karma Namasingha. I'm from Pakyong.
Okay.
I've done my schooling from St. Xavier School, Pakyong. And for plus 2, I went to Don Bosco School, Malbase.
Okay.
Later on, I did my graduation on sociology.
Okay.
UG on sociology from Narbadur Bhandari Degree College.
Okay.
Then I went for PG, Sikkim University.
Okay.
And I completed my PG on sociology in the year 2014.
Okay.
Right now, I'm working as a social welfare inspector for Women, Child, Senior Citizen and Divanjan Welfare Department.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you know about UPSC? What do you know about UPSC? What is UPSC?
UPSC is a kind of a nationwide civil service examination, which provides an opportunity for people like us, people like you, a chance to serve the nation.
So you are saying UPSC is an examination, right?
It's kind of a services which decides your, like, how to explain it.
Okay. So you are saying it's kind of a services, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But is it really an examination? See, UPSC is Union Public Service Commission. Okay. Union Public Service Commission. It is called as UPSC. It is not an examination. It's an institution. Okay. It's a government institution. That's why it's called as Public Service Commission. It's an institution. Okay. And this institution has various roles related to the various aspects of the country. One of that role is to conduct examination. Okay. So UPSC is Union Public Service Commission. UPSC is Union Public Service Commission. It's an institution. It has various roles. Out of that various roles, one of the roles is to conduct examination. Now, talking about examination, it not only conducts civil service examination, it conducts many examinations. There are many examinations which is conducted under this institution. One of the examination is called as CSE, Civil Service Examination. One of the examination is Civil Service Examination. So, Union Public Service Commission is an institution. It consists of, like, it has various roles to perform. One of the roles is performing examination, like conducting examination, and out of that, which examination we are going to talk about is civil service examination. I hope it's clear. Karma, is it clear? Is it clear? Your voice is not audible, dear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So basically, what I wanted to tell you, it's not an examination, it's an institution. And this institution has various roles to perform. And one of the roles is conducting examination. And the examination we are interested in is Civil Service Examination, also called as CSE. Okay, this is the first thing. Now, talking about Civil Service Examination or CSE, talking about Civil Service Examination, what is this examination? Any idea about this examination? Any idea about this examination? CSE? Any idea about this examination? Karma? Any idea about this examination?
Examination which decides which civil services you will be recruited to.
Yes, like when you are talking about civil service examination, majorly we talk about IAS, Indian Administrative Service, IPS, Indian Police Service, IRS, Indian Revenue Service. Then you have Indian Forest Service, okay, and then you have Indian Foreign Service. Okay, so there are many posts for which you have the civil service examination. The top rankers get Indian Administrative Service. Okay, so बहुत सारे posts के लिए they conduct the examination. Now we have come to know about the two aspects. UPSC is an organization which takes up various roles in the country. One of their role is to conduct examination, not only civil service examination, they conduct various examination. One of the major examination that we are going to talk about is civil service examination, because that's what we are striving for, civil service examination. And once you clear the civil service examination, you get into the various services of the country, starting from Indian Administrative Service, Indian Police Service, Indian Revenue Service, Indian Forest Service, Indian Foreign Service. There are many posts. Okay, there are many posts which you can fill, including Indian Postal Service, ठीक है. So बहुत post है, ठीक है. So now talking about the examination pattern, do you have any idea about civil service examination pattern? CSE के examination का pattern क्या होता है? Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea about civil service examination pattern? बताओ. Do you have any idea? Karma?
Mainly it's about the NCRT chapters.
No, that is syllabus. That is syllabus. I'm talking about the examination pattern.
Oh, okay. So I think first, it's there are preliminary examination, the mains, then I think interview, after which a candidate will be decided or will be strained through.
Okay, the first part of the examination is prelims. Okay, the first part of the examination is prelims. What is the second part of this examination? Main. And what the final part of this examination? Interview. So let us talk about each part one by one. Okay, so the first part of the examination, which is prelims, is an objective examination. It's objective. That means you have to put tick. या तो सही होगा तो you will put a tick. Otherwise, you won't put a tick. It's an objective examination. Select one out of many options. OMR. Mains is a subjective examination. Mains is a subjective examination, completely writing examination. Okay? You, not only your intellectual mind, your intelligent mind, your writing skills matters a lot in this exam. And then you have an interview. Okay? That is PI, personal interview. Okay, which for this you have to come to Delhi. You have to come to Delhi, and this interview is conducted at UPSC headquarters, which is in Shah Jahan Road in Delhi, near to Khan Market. UPSC headquarters mein. Wherever you clear this examination, for the interview part, you have to come to Delhi. Okay. Now, talking about the preliminary examination. Okay. Talking about the preliminary examination, you have any idea about what they ask in prelims? You have any idea?
General aptitude and reasoning.
Prelims has two parts. Okay, this examination has two parts. Okay, two examination. Both the examination are conducted on same date. Okay, two examination on same date. Okay, both the examination on same date. This is the point one. Point two. Point number two. Two parts, two examination on same date. Point two, like this examination happens in the month of May and June. Usually it happens in the month of May and June. This year it's on May 25th, 2025 और June में भी हो सकता है. ठीक है, it depends. Okay, this examination is completely objective. Now, talking about what is asked in this examination, क्या क्या पूछा जाता है इस examination में, let us discuss that. So, talking about prelims, Karma, how many examination are there? Two. So the first exam happens in morning. Usually this examination prelims happens on Sunday only. Okay, usually most 99% it happens on Sunday. ठीक है. Morning 9:30 to 11:30, 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. you will have GS paper. Okay, and in this paper there will be 100 questions. There will be 100 questions and 200 marks. There will be 100 questions, 200 marks. Okay, and negative marking of 0.66. So each question carries how many marks, Karma?
2 marks.
Each question carries 2 marks. Okay, so the first examination of the prelims, and this is a very big hurdle in the UPSC examination. The first examination, okay, happens in the morning section, 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. This is called as GS paper examination. GS paper, that is, GS paper means general studies. Okay, general studies, and it carries 100 questions. इसमें 100 questions होते हैं, and there are 200 marks. Negative marking of 0.66, and each question carries 2 marks. Okay, now I'll give you a tip also. Like if you are able to secure around 120 marks, out of 200, then you will clear this examination, because in last like 10 years the cutoff has been ranging somewhat 100 to 120. 120 is quite a good marks to clear this. Okay, now talking about the second examination, it happens on the same day. जैसे हमने ऊपर बात किया था ना, it will happen on the same day. Evening timing of the examination is 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. in the evening. This examination is called as, what it is called as, Karma? Any idea? This examination is called as what? This examination is called as CSAT. Okay, and do you know how many questions it can like have in this examination? Karma, are you there? Okay, the second examination is called as CSAT 230. Karma, can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, 100.
No, this second examination CSAT consists of 80 questions. How much? 80 questions. And I'll write it here. just wait. 80 questions and 200 marks. 80 questions, 200 marks. Okay. That means each question carries how many marks? Each question carries 2.5 marks. Okay. Each question carries 2.5 marks, and there will be negative marking of 0.66. Now the difference is you don't have to score highly in this examination. You have to get or like cutoff will be 66.6, and this is a stable cutoff. This won't change. You have to get this much question right. That means approximately 27 questions you have to get right without any negative in order to clear the CSAT examination. And this is just a qualifying examination. What it is? Qualifying examination. That means even if you score 199 out of 200, it rarely matters. Even if you get 66.6 out of 200, it rarely matters. But you have to get this cutoff. Okay? Even by one marks you are getting this cutoff, it's well and good. Even if you are getting more than that, it's well and good. This is not considered while calculating the overall merit. You need to qualify this examination, then only your GS paper will get checked. Okay, the major examination is GS paper, but if you don't get 66.66 in CSAT, your GS paper won't get checked. Karma clear? Okay, now what we have talked about is we have talked prelims consist of two examinations. The first examination happens in morning, and what is the examination called as? GS paper. That is general studies. I'll write it here in order to make you understand. General studies. Okay, and it consists of 100 questions, 200 marks, and it has a negative marking of 0.66. Okay, each question carries 2 marks, and 120 marks if you get, you are on a safer side. Second examination happens in what time? 2:30 to 4:30. It is called as CSAT. How many questions? 80. And how many marks?
2.5.
80 questions. Total mark is 200. Okay.
2.5.
Each question carries 2.5 marks. And if you get 27 questions, you will go through. Now, talking about what will be asked in this examination. Obviously, ये भी तो पता होना चाहिए ना कि क्या पूछा जाएगा. I'll let you know. If you talk about prelims, GS paper, GS paper. Okay. And we will also talk about what will be asked in CSAT. GS paper, the subjects will be polity. Okay, Indian polity, which talks about constitution, fundamental rights, directive principles of state policies, president, governor, all those things. We will have Indian polity. Okay. The second subject is history. Now, history will be divided into further parts: ancient history, medieval history, modern history. Okay. Then you have post-independence. Post-independence means India after 1947. Post-independence. Okay. Then you have a portion of art and culture, and then you have world history. But I'll put a star here. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you later why. So, अभी हम इसके बारे में बात करेंगे. So the first subject is polity. The second subject is history. Now, what is the third subject? The third subject is geography. Okay. It includes Indian geography, world geography, physical geography, Indian geography, world geography, physical geography, human geography. Okay, that is geography. The fourth subject, बताओ क्या होगा कर्मा? कौन सा हो सकता है fourth subject? Which could be the fourth subject in prelim?
Economics.
Very good. Economics is the fourth subject. Okay. The fourth subject is economics. What could be the fifth subject? Science. Not exactly science here. That subject is called as science and technology. Okay. I'll tell you why. Why not science? Because in that subject, if you see the last 20-25 years of paper, if you see, there will be very minimal number of physics, chemistry, bio which will be asked. कोई question static physics, chemistry, bio से नहीं होता. Okay. It will have question, and अगर कोई होता भी है, अगर physics, chemistry, bio से कोई question भी होता है, तो it will be somewhat related to current affairs. The question will be asked from defense technology, space technology, bioinformatics, okay, genome editing. So it is basically science and technology, not science. Whereas in state VCS, you will see plenty of questions from science, which is tough. समझ में आ रहा है difference you are getting? क्या हो गया कर्मा? Getting bored?
Yes.
You're getting bored with it?
No, jotting down.
Okay. You don't have to write it. You will get this recording. You will get this recording, and you can use it. You can contact it to sir, and he will give you the recording. Okay. If you want, you can. The last subject in this will be environment. And plus, you have to learn one of the most important aspect of UPSC preparation, that is current affairs. This is the most important aspect of UPSC preparation. Current. Now, these are the subjects you have to learn. Okay, polity, history, geography, economics, science and technology, environment, and current affairs. समझ में आ गया? And how many total questions will be asked?
120. 120.
No. 100 questions. GS paper में 100 questions है ना? देखो यहाँ लिखा है ना, GS paper is having 100. ठीक है. And how much is the total marks? 200. How much you need to get?
120.
Cutoff is 120. Will you be able to get?
I'll try. I think I'll.
Cutoff is 120. Okay. Now you have CSAT. Okay. CSAT consists of, this is the second part of the examination. Same day. कितने बजे से होता है कर्मा?
2:30.
2:30. Okay. This consists of basic mathematics. Okay. Basic reasoning and basic English, in which you will get, like, how much questions you will get? 80 questions, right? How much marks? 200. And how much questions you need to get right?
27.
Very good. 27 questions you need to get right. इसमें से मैं आपको बता दूं, 30 questions, 25 to 30 questions you will get from English comprehensions. But there is a, like, comprehension would be difficult, but 25 to 30 questions directly from comprehension, English. Okay, 25 से 30 questions आपको यहीं से मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. So this is what you have to do in prelim. Okay, clear है? Prelims का एक pattern clear हो गया? कर्मा, is it clear?
Yeah, network just.
Okay, I'm asking prelims का pattern clear हो गया? You got cleared with the prelims examination pattern. What will be asked? How the questions? See, there are various other pneumatics related to it. Ki how to study which subject. That is the second part of the orientation. But are you clear with the prelims pattern?
No, regarding this English, you told 20 to 25. Your net, I think, froze.
Okay.
That's
what I was telling is, you have 80 questions in CSAT, 200 marks. 27 questions you need to get it right. 27 questions you need to get it right to clear CSAT, and 25 to 30 questions clearly comes from English comprehension. Okay, 25 to 30 questions directly from English comprehension, but comparatively to your school level, college level comprehensions, these comprehensions would be a bit longer and larger comprehensions, but you can get plenty of marks. So if a person is weaker in mathematics and reasoning, he can score highly, still clear this examination by having good command over English comprehension. Okay, getting my point?
Yes.
Now you're
Yes,
clear with the prelims examination pattern?
Yes.
Okay. Now let us go to the mains exam. Okay. Now let us go to the mains examination. Mains examination. Do you know in mains how many examinations are there? कितने examinations होते हैं? नहीं पता?
No, I think like 2 examination, one based on English and one based on the subject you choose.
No boss. देखो, पहले मैं आपको ये 2 तरीके से बताता हूँ. एक नंबर ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन के बेसिस पे बताता हूँ, ठीक है. फिर आई विल टेल यू ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ लाइक सब्जेक्ट वाइज कि कौन सा एग्जामिनेशन में कौन सा सब्जेक्ट आता है, ठीक है. इन मेंस एग्जामिनेशन यू हैव टोटली 9 एग्जामिनेशंस, ठीक है. यूजुअली हाउ मेनी एग्जामिनेशंस? 9 एग्जामिनेशंस.
9.
And all the examination will be subjective examination, written examination, okay, in which you will have a 10-mark question, which has to be written in 150 words. You will have a 15-mark question which has to be written in 250 words. Okay, this is usually marking. Okay, 9 examinations होते हैं, ठीक है. And the first, अब हम एक एग्जाम की बात करते हैं कि which all are the examination. So the first paper is called as paper A. ठीक है, paper A. It is like a candidate has to select any language. It's called as language paper, which is mentioned in 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. देखो, Indian Constitution में 8th schedule में there are 22 languages which is mentioned. How many languages are there? 22 languages are there. हाँ, इसमें से कोई भी language ले सकते हैं. For example, if somebody is from Kerala, he can select Malayalam. If somebody is from Gujarat, he can select Gujarati. If somebody is from Maharashtra, he can select Marathi. And a person can also select Hindi. So there are 22 languages that the candidate has to give the examination in any of one language. This is just in this examination, you have to get only 33%. 33%. And जब आपका overall merit calculate होता है, the marks is not calculated. This is just qualifying examination. Just you have to get 33%. Even if you get 99%, it rarely matters because it's a qualifying exam. Now, one of the most important aspects you need to know is this language paper is for the entire India, but northeastern candidates, the candidates from northeastern students can select English as their language paper. They have a special provision of selecting English. जब आप फॉर्म भरते हो उसमें आपको पता चल जाता है, if you are from northeast you can select English also. Other state students have to select out of this 22 official language. Got the point?
Sir.
Okay. Now सेकेंड इज पेपर बी. ओके, पेपर बी. एंड मैं आपको ये बता दूं, मैंने आपको ये बताया नहीं यहाँ पे, दिस पेपर इज ऑफ 300 मार्क्स. ओके, यू हैव टू गेट ओनली 33%. नाउ कमिंग टू पेपर बी. पेपर बी is an English paper where they check your basic English skill again of 300 mark. You need to get how much percentage? 33%. And this is also qualifying. That means while calculating the overall merit, the marks is not considered. Just you need to get the 33% जहाँ आपका basic check होता है. So the first paper is language paper. Second paper is called as English paper. But you are from Northeast, so you can give the language paper also in English. Clear है कर्मा? ठीक है. So will you be able to clear UPSC?
I am getting the confidence now.
Hey, you can. Why you can't? You will be able to clear. Okay. English is the second paper. Okay. Now third paper, like which is the third paper. Okay. Third paper. तो ना हम यहाँ पे just numbering कर देते हैं पेपर का. It will help you to understand further. ठीक है. And that we will do it with a different color pen. So this is the first paper. Okay. This is your second paper. Okay. Now talking about the third paper, it is called as General Studies 1, GS1. ठीक है, GS1. Okay, General Studies 1. Okay. Now no, एक मिनट, एक paper we have missed. ठीक है, जनरल स्टडीज 1 में जाने से पहले दिस वुड वी विल कंसिडर एज फोर्थ पेपर. एक पेपर और मैं यहाँ पे ऐड कर देता हूँ फॉर योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. दिस विल डू एट फोर्थ पेपर. ठीक है, दिस इज द फोर्थ पेपर, जनरल स्टडीज 1. थर्ड पेपर यहाँ लिख देता हूँ. यू विल हैव एन एसे पेपर ऑल्सो. आई विल टेल यू व्हाई आई हैव एडेड दिस पेपर हियर. एसे पेपर ऑफ 250 मार्क्स. ओके, how much marks? 250 marks. Now why have I added this paper? यहाँ से from here the merit is calculated. यहाँ से मार्क्स आपके जो भी आपको मार्क्स मिलेगा वो कैलकुलेट होगा. ये दोनों पेपर ए एंड बी वर जस्ट क्वालिफाइंग पेपर ए एंड बी वर क्वालिफाइंग पेपर्स. बट थर्ड पेपर जो ऐसे पेपर है यहाँ से ओवरऑल आपके मार्क्स कैलकुलेट होने शुरू होंगे. गॉट द पॉइंट? देन फोर्थ पेपर. ठीक है, फोर्थ पेपर इट इज जनरल स्टडीज 1. ठीक है, इसको क्या कहते हैं? जनरल स्टडीज 1. ठीक है, यू हैव फिफ्थ पेपर. अभी मैं इसको और क्लैरिफाई करूंगा कि व्हाट इज जनरल स्टडीज 1. फिफ्थ पेपर इज जनरल स्टडीज 2. ठीक है, सिक्स्थ पेपर इज जनरल स्टडीज 3 जिसको हम GS3 कहते हैं. ओके, सेवेंथ पेपर इज GS4. अभी हम इसको और समझेंगे. ठीक है, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. देन एट्थ पेपर एंड नाइन्थ पेपर दिस इज ऑप्शनल. ओके, एट्थ एंड नाइन्थ पेपर इज ऑप्शनल. ठीक, क्लियर है कर्मा?
सर,
देखो अब हम इसको और इन डेप्थ में समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. देखो, द फर्स्ट पेपर इज language paper. Okay, we don't have to do anything in this language paper. We have to select one language. Since you are from Northeast, you can give this paper in English. Okay, 300 marks and it's a qualifying examination. Okay, now out of like जो भी हम लोगों ने इधर देखा है इससे हम एक अलग पैटर्न क्रिएट करने की कोशिश करते हैं. ठीक है, we will create another pattern in a new slide with your help. ठीक है, so mains paper. Okay, mains paper. So the first paper कौन सा करवा? Which is the first paper?
Language paper.
So I'll write first paper called as paper A,
Language.
paper A बोलते हैं उसको, and it is a language. Very. Now the question is, while calculating the overall merit, does the marks of this paper be considered?
33%.
हाँ, मतलब overall merit जब कैलकुलेट करते हो तो क्या इसका मार्क्स कैलकुलेट होता है?
Just a qualifying paper. Just you have to
qualifying paper. Very good. How much you have to score?
33%.
33. Very good. Now the second paper, which is the second paper?
Paper B.
Okay, paper B. Now paper B में हमें कौन सा, हमारे यहाँ पे क्या लिखा था हमने पेपर B में? Which is the second paper for us? English. Again 300 marks. 33%. That means it's a qualifying paper. ठीक है, English. Okay, qualifying paper. 33%. Now this is clear, right? Now talking about merit papers, जहां से आपके मार्क्स कैलकुलेट होने शुरू होते हैं. So we had the third paper हमारा कर्मा कौन सा है? थर्ड पेपर इज एसे पेपर. वेरी गुड. एसे कितने मार्क्स का पता है?
250.
वेरी गुड, 250 मार्क्स का है एसे. ठीक है, इट्स अ 250 मार्क्स एग्जामिनेशन. ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट फोर्थ, फिफ्थ एंड सिक्स्थ. फोर्थ पेपर को मैंने क्या बोला है? GS 1. Right. Is it right? Fifth paper is called as GS2. Sixth paper is called as GS3. अब देखो, everybody will have a doubt कि भाई GS1 2 3 में पूछा क्या जाएगा, what will be asked, right? GS1 2 3 में होगा क्या? Now we will discuss this bit later. Okay, now let us come to seventh paper, that is GS4. Okay, this paper is called as ethics, integrity and aptitude. Ethics, integrity and aptitude, हायर वर्जन ऑफ मॉरल साइंस. स्कूल में मॉरल साइंस पढ़ते थे.
yes, sir.
उसका हायर वर्जन होता है एथिक्स, इंटीग्रिटी एंड एप्टीट्यूड, एंड इट्स अ 250 मार्क. ठीक है. नाउ 8th and 9th paper is optional. For example, if you are selecting, for example, if you are selecting sociology as your optional, since you have done your graduation from sociology, right?
Yes, sir.
Sociology as optional, then you will have 2 papers. मतलब एक ही सब्जेक्ट में आपके 2 पेपर्स होंगे. That is sociology paper 1 and sociology paper 2. Paper 1 will be of 250 marks and paper 2 will be of 250 marks. So optional you will have for 500 marks. Any optional you can take. So that is 8th and 9th. One subject, 2 examination. That is optional. Clear, Karma?
Yes, sir.
Now you are clear with paper 1, that is language paper. Okay, कितने language में से आप select कर सकते हो?
Each schedule 22 languages.
22 languages में.
English for Northeast.
For English for North. Very good. जो अपने मतलब का है, you have got that. Very good. Second paper is English paper. Okay. Second paper is English paper and it is a qualifying paper 33%. Third paper, यहाँ से actual merit calculate होता है. ठीक है. यहाँ से I'll write it merit paper 250 marks का ये paper होता है and that is essay paper. समझ में आ गया? Essay paper. Third paper is essay paper. Then we have GS1, 2 and 3. Now we are not aware कि भाई what will be asked in this paper. ठीक है. We are not aware. ठीक है. That we will discuss. GS paper 4 is ethics, integrity and aptitude. We have already discussed that this is moral science ka higher version. You have like good values, no corruption, all those things will be asked in this paper. And the 8th and 9th paper is optional paper. Got it?
Yes,
Got
sir.
it? Now, the biggest question that should arise before you is what will be asked in GS paper 1, 2, GS paper 2 and GS paper 3. Dear, it's very simple. All those subjects that you have learned for prelim, polity, history, geography, economics, science and technology, environment are part of GS paper. मैं अलग अलग करके नहीं बता रहा because that will make you very complicated for you. अभी मैं तीनों को एक साथ बता रहा हूँ. I'll tell you all together. Later when we go for further preparations, then you will understand कि GS paper 1 में क्या आएगा, GS paper 2 में क्या आएगा, GS paper 3 में क्या आएगा. So देखो GS पेपर 1, 2, 3 में क्या आएगा? पॉलिटी, हिस्ट्री. सो वी ऑल्सो नो एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री, मिडाइवल हिस्ट्री. ठीक है, तो वो भी लिख देते हैं. एंशिएंट, मिडाइवल, मॉडर्न, वर्ल्ड, पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस,
आर्ट एंड कल्चर.
वेरी गुड. आर्ट एंड कल्चर. अब याद है मैंने वहां पे एक वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री में एक स्टार बनवाया. यू रिमेंबर? यहाँ पे एक स्टार बना था. दैट इज ओनली बिकॉज world history is only the parts of mains examination. It won't be asked in prelim. But जब भी हम history पढ़ते हैं तो we learn it all together so to have that continuity. But world history is part of mains examination. Okay, इसलिए वो star बनवाया था. Then you have geography. Okay. Then you will have economics. Then you will have which subject?
Science and technology.
Very good. Science and tech. Then you will have which subject? Environment.
Environment.
Plus in mains some other subjects gets added like international relation, disaster management, Indian society, internal security. ठीक है. International relation, disaster management, Indian society, internal security, current affairs. Now plus you know ethics you have to do for paper 4 plus optional. Okay, ethics is also called as GS paper 4 क्योंकि इसके बाद आता है ना, it is called as GS paper 4. ठीक है. Ethics plus optional. So totally if you calculate the marks कि भाई कितना marks का GS पेपर मेंस का पेपर होता है. ठीक है. मेंस का पेपर होता है, the total marks is 1750. 1750. If you are getting around 800 to 850, you will be rank 1 in India. ठीक है. Okay. Plus you will have an interview of 275 marks. How much? 275. So देखो प्रीलिम्स का मार्क्स भी ओवरऑल रिजल्ट में कैलकुलेट नहीं होता है. प्रीलिम्स इज जस्ट अ क्वालिफाइंग पेपर. आपको क्वालिफाई करना होता है, आपके मेंस के मार्क्स से आपको कैलकुलेट होता है. सो 1750 plus 275 marks. So your total marks for UPSC examination will be 2225. 2225 में आपका टोटल मेरिट होगा. दिस इज फॉर मेंस, दिस इज फॉर इंटरव्यू। ओके, समझ में आ गया? कर्मा, देखो अब हम इसको थोड़ा आपको जहां से मैंने स्टार्ट करवाया था वहीं से थोड़ा सा वी विल ब्रेक इट, ठीक है? सो सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन, नाउ यू हैव टू टेल मी, सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन इज कंडक्टेड इन हाउ मेनी पार्ट्स?
3 parts.
Which is the first part?
Prelims.
Prelim. Okay. Prelims is divided into how many examination?
2 examinations.
2 examination. Which is the first examination?
GS and CSAT.
Very good. GS and CSAT. Okay. CSE mains is conducted in like how many exams are there?
9 exams.
9 exams. Oh. Which is the first examination in mains?
Paper A, language.
Language paper. Second one?
English language.
English paper. Overall merit में calculate होता है?
Only qualifying papers.
Very good.
Only
qualifying paper. Okay. Qualifying paper. Third paper?
GS. GS1.
No. Third paper?
Essay paper. Sorry.
Essay. ठीक है, यहाँ से मेरिट कैलकुलेट होता है। ओके, फोर्थ, फिफ्थ एंड सिक्स इज विच पेपर्स?
GS paper 120.
GS paper 2 and GS paper 3. Seventh paper is
GS4.
GS4 is also called as ethics.
Ethics.
Ethics
and more aptitude.
And 8th and 9th paper is
optional.
8th and 9th paper is optional, and the final one is
interview.
270. समझ में आ गया? तो इतने पेपर होते हैं, ठीक है? नाउ यू आर वेरी क्लियर। अब इसमें हमने कौन कौन सा सब्जेक्ट पढ़ना है वो भी आपको क्लियर है, ठीक है? So this is the basically the UPSC examination pattern, ठीक है? So apart from this, current affairs has a huge role to play. Okay, so that also we will do. Apart from this, we have to give regular test. Okay, regular test, current affairs. Okay, answer writing practice. This holds a lot of potential. Okay, these are the things: current affairs, test, answer writing. This is the thing. I hope you have got a basic idea about the examination pattern.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any doubts you are having?
No.
Okay, no, see, now let me introduce myself because we haven't talked about, I heard about my name is Jitin Lal. Okay, I'm a UPSC faculty for past 10 years to 12 years, and I basically hail from Kerala, but I am presently teaching in Delhi. I have completed my education and I'm teaching in Delhi. So presently I'm taking all the classes from Delhi. Okay, so I teach in this academy from Delhi only. Okay, and I'll be your mentor, one of the mentors for the entire course. Okay, you have any doubts apart from this?
So regarding paper A and B, so as you said, we from Northeast have the privilege to select English apart from the 8 scheduled languages, the 22 languages. So will there be what is the difference between paper A and B if we opt English?
देखो दोनों पेपर में डिफरेंस होता है। देखो बेसिकली इफ यू आर सेलेक्टिंग अ लैंग्वेज पेपर, बेसिकली दे गिव essays only. Okay, essays only.
What I mean is will there be any noticeable difference?
There are minute difference in this English paper. They check your grammar, they check your sentence analysis ability, basic English skills. In language paper, they also there are minute difference that they create, not a very huge differences, but since they have to give a separate paper for Northeast students, मतलब उसको English paper ही बोलकर वो minute difference के साथ दे दे, उसमें थोड़ा सा ज्यादा essay वगैरह हो जाता है और कुछ different. Okay, not a major difference एक में कुछ और पूछ ले, minute difference. For example, if I am selecting Bengali as an optional, Bengali as a language paper, they will ask plenty of questions Bengali में कोई article को analysis करो, क्या बोलते हैं, translate karo Bengali to English. So all these questions are asked, but there won't be major difference when you are from Northeast and you have selected language paper as English and your paper B is also English. No major difference. Usually you don't have to learn or attend formal coaching for paper A and B. Nobody teaches this paper. In any academy in India you go, they won't teach you this paper because this is basic English.
So for example, I have studied Nepali. I have a decent control over Nepali.
That you have to see is Nepali there in the 8th schedule.
Yeah, it is there.
So you can give in the Nepali.
Okay, so would you suggest Nepali over English?
See, that is according to your comfort level. For example, dear, I am from Kerala. Okay, but since I have completed my education in the northern part of India, I was not comfortable in Malayalam, so I decided that I'll give that paper in Hindi. Okay, that's according to ये पेपर में कोई भी आपकी क्लासेस नहीं होती है, इस पेपर में आपको कोई क्लासेस की जरूरत नहीं होती, इट्स बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग, you just read newspaper and go, then you will be able to clear this.
Okay, cleared.
Okay. So any other doubt?
Related to interview, any like particular pattern regarding the interview, or like is it random?
No. For interview, you will have to take plenty of mocks that we will help you. Okay. There are a lot of things about interview. It's not a particular pattern. It will be complete analysis of your personality. That is a different genre where your personality will be scrutinized with absolute precision. Okay. So mock interviews will be there. Our panel experts, former IAS officers, all these people will be guiding. Okay. So we cannot discuss interview right now what will be, because we cannot like मैं आपको 10 क्वेश्चन पूछ के ये नहीं बोल सकता कि कर्मा दिस इज गोइंग टू बी आस्क्ड इन इंटरव्यू. नो, as per as your personality they will create the question, because before the interview you fill DAF is called as detailed analysis form. ये आपकी पर्सनालिटी के बारे में आप एक फॉर्म भर के देते हो जिसमें आप अपनी जिंदगी के बारे में सब कुछ लिखते हो on basis of this DAF, because if I need to ask you a question I need to analysis the DAF. Okay, so if for interview we will have panels, we will have former IAS officers, we will have people who will guide you. That is a different thing.
Okay, sir, got it.
Okay, Karma, rather than interview, you can call it as personality test.
Okay.
Okay, how strong you are as a personality, how knowledgeable you are as a personality, how sharp you are as a personality, how commanding you are as a personality. So it's a personality test rather than interview. Okay, dear.
Yes.
Okay, now if you have, I hope the things are clear. We will have further discussions. Okay.